good evening, everyone. My name is Brittney, and I am the founder of Naanu, or better known as Naanu Care. So, what is Naanu? I'll love to show you a little bit more about what it actually is. So, before I actually explain that, I saw that there was a problem. So, my brand is natural hair care products. I saw that there was a problem regarding the products that were available on the market. They either are packed with so many unnecessary toxic chemicals, and these are chemicals that are don't have any function. They don't give you any benefits. And you know how they sometimes say beauty is pain, but this is just pain because it doesn't give you any enhancements in your beauty either. It's not designed for people with texture hair, curly hair, afro hair, you name it. It usually doesn't really work. A lot of the times the products that are available on the market, they are made by people with silky, slinky, flat hair, basically. Sometimes maybe even like a bald man, maybe, you never know. But it just shows that yes, this person might be certified to formulate products and to make products, but at the end of the day, they don't know how it feels to wake up in the morning where your afro is all smashed up on one side and it's wash day and you have to stand in the bathroom for hours, and even having to take a step before you can actually even start to wash your hair. It is a bit different. So yes, you may know how to make the product, but you don't know how it feels to use the end product. So that is what I saw. This has to change because I just felt that a lot of the products didn't work. So Naanu, this is the original Naanu. Actually, the name is pronounced Naanu, but for easy marketing, I just decided to call it Naanu because I don't think anyone will really go for Naanu. But this is actually my granny. This was her nickname. She didn't really teach me how to make any of that. She already passed when I was a teenager. However, I knew that she always liked to, just mix some shea butter and maybe just add some other oils to it. And her arms were always glowing because she would literally slather shea butter on her arms like every now and so. So when I was designing my products, I was like, okay, it has to do with real Mother Nature. And I was like, actually, you know what, why not honor her and put her name on it? Because she's the queen of the family. I have a family where everyone has already a lot of hair, big hair. So hair is a big role when it comes to my family. So I decided to put this together. As you can see, these are just a few snippets of pictures that I put, videos that I put on. One thing I love doing the most is events, because at events I can really interact with people, get feedback, have conversations about how their hair works and what they like, what they struggle with, and just have an honest and open conversation with them. And it's just so nice to see people smile when they can feel the product and see by who it's actually made. Now, my goal at these events is just to, because this is the only place where I can have like a real interaction with customers, is to get them a bit more aware of ingredients. So I can sometimes just talk about a few key ingredients in the products and what they actually do, and also show that yes, there are so many safer options, better alternatives on the market than what you might think is so the standard store bought products. There are so many better things out there for your hair and as well for your health, and definitely something that will actually work, instead of putting something on and by the end of the day your hair actually feels drier than it was before you put that product on it. This will actually keep your hair moisturized for a couple of days, so you don't have to stress about it way too much. Now, the people that I would be targeting is usually people with hair. So not that the, for instance, the oils I always say is for all hair types, definitely. However, I don't keep that hair type in mind because I do feel there's, but if they're willing to join, if they feel it works for them, I'm more than happy to cater to them as well. But my main focus is on a bit of coarser hair, especially when I was developing it. I had to make sure that it not only worked for myself, but also had to work for my mom, my sisters who have fully 4C hair. So that was something that I always had to keep in the back of my mind. And how I would like to approach it in the future a little bit more is definitely be more active on social media. As a small business, having a budget to have marketing is quite hard. While with social media, majority of it is free. You don't have to be in front of them. You can basically do it from all over the world. But obviously, for economic and efficient reasons, I would love to stay in the UK market or even in the EU, because I'm actually from Belgium. So that was also a struggle, start my business there. And then it was very hard to kind of neglect my customers there because the whole Brexit thing, I could not really ship out to them anymore. So I'm still looking for a way. As a hustler, if I go to Belgium, I always bring a suitcase, bring my products, and then stack them there so that when my parents, for instance, can do shipping for customers that are still loyal. But for now, that's how it has to be done. I cannot forget about them. So social media is definitely a great way to stay interactive as well as just having a lot of exposure. Events is where I have, I would say, 90% of my target most of the time. And there I can have those conversations with people. So that is definitely a great way to be interactive with them. But again, my web shop, I do know I need to work on that a little bit more so that people can, without knowing the brand, without knowing the product, they can still get every information that they would need from the brand on a web shop. Invest a little bit more in ads, for instance, which goes for like Facebook, Instagram, all of that. And blogging is definitely another way to crack that up as well by using SEO keywords so that when people don't know my brand, but they're looking for a solution, that basically my website would give them the solution and that would refer them as hopefully a customer as they get more familiar with the brand just by providing them the information that they were initially looking for. So here are just a few other pictures. As I said, my family is a real plays a big role in my this. I would say all these people that you see right here, they're actually all my family. So it's nice to have them and use them as my one guinea pigs, but as well as using them for advertising because I mean they're the most beautiful people. So of course I'm going to use them as well. And then when you look a little bit more at why isn't it moving anymore? At the post when it says the symbols actually has two symbols that I use together. They're combined. So one means heavy is the earth and actually meaning asase and then Queen Kwatache, which is actually the hairstyle of a warrior. So hairstyle made for people that are proud of their hair, that are willing to rock it like real Afro warriors. And then obviously the product is provided by the great benefits of Mother Nature. So I didn't want to just copy the logos or the symbols. So I thought, you know what, maybe let's just combine them together. And that's how I made the logo for Naanu. So it's all related to something. So the name, the logo, and the product by who it's inspired. So I hope you got a little bit more of my brand is about, why I did it, and who I would target. Thank you very much.